Hey, hey, hey. Hi, this took a little while to pop in. Hey everyone, hey, I'm Natoya Perkins, your girl and CEO of Travel with Perks and Thrive. All right, so I'm here today not to stay long, I hope, and I want to just pop in here and share a little bit about something that is dear to me, right? And I want you to just bear with me, bear with me, because this is very, very, very important here. And I want you all to understand that life is not for us to live in a shoebox and overlook some of the things. So if you're joining with me, I want you to go ahead and say hi. Let me know where you're joining from, which parish, if you're in Jamaica, which country you are from, and the state. And if someone has shared this live with you, I want you to go ahead and thank them because this is going to I'm going to share some major information with you. So if someone has invited you or shared this live with you, go ahead and thank them. And not only that, you can love this thing, and give some fire in the chat or and comment. Keep talking with me in the chat. Talk to me, and so we can have a discussion if I see anything pop up on the screen. All right, so without further ado, I want to just come on here and say happy Easter to you all, and I wish for you a prosperous rest of the new year 2026. All right, moving on. So I wanted to come on here tonight. This is it afternoon? No, this morning, because I watched a video which I'm going to share with you in a few minutes. I watched this video that really, really made me stop and think. Really made me stop and think. And it was basically talking about how some women are feeling pressured to, change or to water down their resume, just to stay competitive in today's job market. And it, even though it's about female and ageism, I want you to also look at this too, because um, it just makes it more obvious that we all need to have another option. What's your plan B in if this is to happen to you? If you find that algorithms and AI is basically clashing with your years of experience, right? And because of that competitive market, whatever market or job space that you are in, honestly, that just says a lot about times we are actually living in, what's going on. Everybody needs a plan B. you know for me, this is bigger than just a resume. When I saw it, my sister shared it in my family siblings group, WhatsApp group, and when I saw it, I said, no man, this really hit me, because it's just 2 days ago, I was talking to a business partner of mine, and I was saying, I need something else. It's not that I don't enjoy being a teacher. I love being a teacher. I love helping these kids and see their progress. But then I need to have a plan B. There was this drive inside of me. There's just something inside of me have been telling me that I need to have. I forget to put on my mic, so I'm hoping that you guys are hearing me properly. So let me just plug that in quickly. Yeah. So I wanted to just let you know, it's not easy, you know, as an educator to not have a plan B, right? I've heard another person who I was talking to a few weeks ago was telling me that she needs something outside of teaching. Why? Because she says, even now, what's going to happen to teachers? She says robots are in classroom over in the US right now, and anything that lands in the US is definitely going to reach Jamaica and other countries. And you know what? Why not find your plan B? So, this, as I said, this is bigger than a resume. This is bigger than age. As I said, the video is about ageism. It's bigger than our age. I'm 45 in the next 3 months. And you're going to find that, yes, you're a teacher, but I would have to, most people are now taking salary cut. Like for me, I returned to Jamaica and my salary has basically slashed in three, down to three, actually, three times the amount I usually get overseas. So are you going to be sitting there to do that? What if I didn't have a plan B? Will I be sitting here forever hoping that the government will increase my salary to the three times that I have lost? Right? This is actually about what happens when people give years of their life. I gave 20 odd years over the years for in the education system to and of working hard, being very active, being loyal, showing up, and still end up feeling uncertain about a job. If you change your job, some people just sit in the job because guess what? They want their tenure to the tenor is has kept them safe. In a government job, they feel safe, but it's not safe anymore because your job is based on algorithm. Because every year teachers have to do an evaluation, right? And our evaluation is determined if we need to get more training. You've been teaching for years, and one evaluation for that year can determine if you are not the best teacher, or whether you get tenure, or whether you tenure mean that permanency at that school, so you can feel secure and that this business, this job is for you. I was listening to something yesterday that says, um if you're on, I want you to go ahead and send me something in the chat so I can see who is on. Yeah. I'm not seeing anybody typing, so I'll continue here. Yeah, so I was listening to something yesterday about Billy Graham was sharing. I didn't get, I fell asleep, but it was based, topic is basically stop chasing a job, right? I fell asleep in the middle of it, but I'll come again and talk about it if I get some time. But stop chasing a job. God did not put us here to chase a job. He wants us to chase our purpose. And that's that thing that is embedded inside of us, that innate feeling and ability to do something bigger than a job. All right. So let me jump over quickly and share this video with you. I hope you can see it. I'm going to pop that in. So just what it's basically like 2-3 minutes. I didn't want to share all of it, but I don't want to cut and bits it, as you won't get the essence of it. All right. Especially if you're an educator, professional, whatever you are doing, whether you're an entrepreneur, I want you to really, really look into this. Well, an entrepreneur would have already had a business, but if your business is just one business, you need a plan B just in case. All right, so go ahead and listen to this to show you that algorithm and nothing is safe right now, right? And you got to have a plan B. I'm not saying putting fear. This is not about fear. This is not about anything that is going to make you feel like, oh, I need to quit my job tomorrow or today. No, it's not about a quit your job today. It's about progress and preparation. So a lot of us have been saying, Jesus soon come, God soon come. So I'm not pushing myself. And I'm speaking to you Christians out there who tend to do that. You keep saying, you are not pushing yourself because so on, so on, so. Okay. So if you can see my video, I want you to go ahead and let me know. Okay. Hopefully you are seeing it. So, as I'm seeing, hi Chantal, hi Chantal, thank you. Let me know if you are seeing the video and if you are actually hearing it from your end. All right. Yes. I want to share that quickly, so let me know quickly if you are seeing it. I'm trying to see from my side if it is viewable. Send me up some like while waiting on persons to let me know if it is, they can see the screen. Go ahead and send up some likes, some love in the chat. Tell me where you are from and what is your plan B? Do you have a plan B in the event that something should happen or you need additional? Hi, Chantal. Yes. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen. All right. It should be able to see your screen because I am. Let me do that. Okay, can you see the video too, Shanta? Let me know if you can see the video. Okay, all right. So, not seeing the video. Sorry about that. So, which means I will definitely have to go and share my screen. So, give me 1 second and I'm going to pop that in. Just a moment. Thank you for that, Chantal. I appreciate you sharing that information. All right, I'm going to have to share my screen. So let me get that over. Copy and then get over here. All right, so I'm going to jump on over. There we go. Let me know if you can see now. All right, Chantal, you should be able to see now, okay? No sound. Oh, what's going on today? All right, let me fix that. Let me fix it. But while I'm waiting, I'm going to quickly respond to some message in the chat. We have Terrian can says she can attest to that being in the classroom isn't easy. Yes, it isn't. I'm telling you, it is not. And not only just being in the classroom, is the other things that comes with it, right? Okay. All right. Yeah. So the other things that comes with being in the classroom is kind of really, really um, hurting a lot of us. Yeah. And we don't want that to hurt us, right? So all we have to do is just focus on getting that out of the way, right? To make sure that you have a plan B. Without a plan B, how can you be sure that you are doing what you need to do? All right. So let me just get that over with again. If it doesn't work, then we just move on quickly. All right. So let me know if you are hearing and seeing.
If you want to burn belly fat, boost energy, and slow down aging, do these 5 exercises, 2 minutes each.
There's an old saying that age is just a number, but some battling the job market right now might disagree. In the last few years, Karen Loomis shifted her career from corporate marketing to academia, public speaking, even starting her own business. But that was never the plan.
I had no idea when I entered this market that there was ever going to be a ceiling, a barrier of some type.
She says she never had trouble finding a corporate job until she hit her 50s.
You're hearing it now,
Across
right?
social media, some career experts
Can you
are
hear
coming
it? Can you
forward
hear?
with the
Can you
same
hear? Let me
advice
know if
for
you can
older
hear the
applicants
video.
to leave no trace.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the like. Can you hear? Can you hear? Yes, no. Yes, you can hear the video. So I can move on quickly. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. All right. Yes, get your plan B. Let's see if you are hearing. Go ahead and comment and let me know. All right. Thank you for those likes. I appreciate it. Yeah. So while I'm waiting for you to respond, if we are getting those things, go ahead and tell me where are you joining from and which state or parish in Jamaica you are in. All right. So everybody, 2 persons saying that they are hearing the video. All right. So let me just quickly. Awesome. Awesome. I had to change something there. All right, let's move on and
that
jump
age
into
is just a number, but some battling the job market right now might disagree. In the last few years, Karen Loomis shifted her career from corporate marketing to academia, public speaking, even starting her own business. But that was never the plan.
I had no idea when I entered this market that there was ever going to be a ceiling, a barrier of some type.
She says she never had trouble finding a corporate job until she hit her 50s. Across social media, some career experts are coming forward with the same advice for older applicants to leave no trace of age on their resumes, calling it resume Botox. In this age of AI filtering hundreds, even thousands of resumes for many openings, some job seekers say they're slashing years of experience from their resumes.
Should you lie on your resume? Unpopular opinion, yes.
As soon as you're over 45, employers start trying not to hire you.
I remove any mention of years of experience.
They're proud of that experience, and I totally get it. But there are perceptions out there about experienced workers.
Career advisor Colleen Paulson says needing a resume makeover isn't exclusive to women. But studies show gender-based discrimination in the workplace and job hunting is a double whammy for older women, especially over 50. Glassdoor reports its users mentioned ageism 133% more in the first quarter of 2025 from the first quarter of 2024. Even with discrimination based on age illegal since the late 60s, many fear the problem is only getting worse with AI.
I'm not getting the interviews, I'm putting in the time. And so I knew what I was working for against was algorithms. If you get weeded out before you get a chance, they're saying that only people who know how to use technology and know how to game the system are going to be employable.
About 98% of Fortune 500 companies use what's called applicant tracking systems in the hiring process now, with some of these systems supported by AI tools. Last year, one lawsuit claimed recruitment platform Workday discriminates against candidates 40 and older with its AI. Workday telling NBC News, quote, "The court has already dismissed all claims of intentional discrimination, and there is no evidence our tools harm protected groups," adding, "AI recruiting tools don't make hiring decisions." But several studies show some AI language models have a baked-in bias, especially against older women. And all that is layered on top of a deteriorating job market overall. 2025 was the worst non-recession year for job creation since 2003.
And it's an employer's market. I am seeing lower offers now than I've seen in a long, long time. People are taking pay cuts.
All right.
People are doing whatever they have to do to put food on the table.
But for some, like Karen, the stress of the job search is worth opting out altogether.
It takes a long time to mentally grasp that you are no longer, a viable option. And okay, then what's next?
Christine Romans, NBC News.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app,
right
or
now
watch live on our YouTube
in
channel.
the job world, right? So I'm stop sharing in my screen. Sorry. And I want you to quickly understand that this is not a scare. It's not a scare for you to say, I'm going to quit my job today, right? As I said, the algorithm, AI is taking over most of the business, and they are saying that it was ruled against in America that you can't discriminate against age, but that's not even the thing. The whole point is that you are 45 and there are younger persons coming in with more technology skills. And these skills, if we are 45 and we don't get with the program, guess what? We have we are in the deficit, and we are behind, and we need to take that plunge as older women and men and decide what we plan to do. Are we going to sit back with one paycheck? Are we going to sit back and depend on one income stream? Or are we going to have a plan B? So as I said earlier, don't quit your job today. Don't say, oh, I hate my job. And I'm not bashing the job force. What I'm saying is that we all need to have that plan B. Back in the 1990s, when I started actually working, yes, the 1990s, some people, young people, don't even know what 1990s looked like or felt like, right? And so back in those days, I thought and I saw and imagined that teaching is the best and safest job. I was even imploring my young people in the youth ministry back then, telling them they had an interview with me as an educator in one of the youth ministry thing, and asking me about my struggles and where I was, those interview. And one of the things is I implore them and say, please, if you are thinking about anything else, go to teachers college, because it's one of the safest job, right? It is fun and it is enjoyable. But I'm not telling people not to go there now, but what I'm saying is that you need to have a plan B outside of your teaching job, outside of your job. A lot of persons, as we said the last time in a thing, a live I did, I am not talking to the 98% who are negative Nancy's and negative John, right? We're talking to the positive persons who actually really, really searching for something outside of their 9 to 5, right? Those are the persons I'm actually talking to. So if somebody had sent you this live, go ahead and reach out to them at the end of this live and tell them that you want to get that link for the 8 p.m. Presentation to see how do you get a plan B, and what plan B is out there that is really, really good for you. So I want to say that this is exactly why I believe so strongly that people need another option based on this video. It really hit me. It made me think, not necessary for you to quit your job, as I mentioned, and not to make you panic, but to start building something of your own alongside what you are already doing, right? Because one income stream is definitely risky. You never know when you're going to lose your job. Yes, you may have permanency, but guess what? You may get sick. You may not be able to get some sick leave because you have already maxed out your sick leave. Who wants to live like that, where somebody tells you when you should come into work, and if you are sick you must still come because you don't have some days, or you're not going to get paid if you have sick leave? If you take all your sick leave and you take days even though you're sick, you're not going to get paid because of that. Who wants to live like that forever? Okay, it depending on a system. This system it's risky, and waiting until life forces you to move can be very costly, right? A lot of persons in the hurricane the other day, they lost their homes, and it becomes even more costly because now they have to go build from the scratch, from downward upward, right? And some of them didn't have the money. Some are still depending on the government. One lady told me, when I asked her how is the government helping, she said they ain't doing anything. But I don't want to put that out there and talk bad about the government, but I just wanted to say that if she had had a plan B prior to the hurricane, she would know how to fall back. There's a business partner in our company who during the hurricane, she was able to check into a hotel with her family. Why? Because this business opportunity gave her that chance, even when she wasn't working, right? She wasn't able to go to work, but she was able to check into a hotel with her family during that hurricane when she lost a part of her building, right? So that is one of the reason this business opportunity that I want to share with you, and from my experience, and how this has really, really taken me to another place of leverage income, residual income. Nobody taught us what residual income is. Residual income is like what's it called? Michael Jackson. Okay, Mr. Kentucky. I keep calling him Kentucky. Yeah, and they started something, and even after their passing, money is still coming in. That's what we all need to build, that second source of income, that so that in the event that the first source or the second source falls into abyss, where is your plan B or your plan C? Do you have one? If you have a plan B, go in the chat and type plan B. I have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B, go ahead and type in the chat, I need a plan B. How can I learn more about this business? Go ahead and type those in the chat. I need a plan B. And if you need to learn more, go ahead and type more in the chat. So if you right now, I'm closing out, if you have been feeling like, the job market or whatever you're doing right now is changing, right? As I said, the algorithm is changing. The world is changing. How are you going to change with it? How are you going to integrate yourself with it? And you need, which means you need to have another option. So if you have been praying like how I was praying years ago for change, but you do know you also need to move differently. One of my business partners said something today, is that you can't want a change and you are not actually moving. You have to pull yourself out. You can't expect waiting for someone to make that change. And that I realized some of our Jamaican citizens, we have this rude and out of order mentality, where we think that we are obligated to get our family, we are obligated to get things from our family, especially if your family is overseas. You sit down here and you smoke and you drink and you party and you wait for your mom or your dad or your siblings or your whoever, your auntie, to send $1 outside. And as soon as you are out of cash, you say, hey, auntie, I want to go to this party. Hey, auntie, I want this, I want that. And you keep begging. It's like this begging mentality for Jamaicans. Some Jamaicans, not everybody, but we have this nasty mentality, and we need to get up. We are hardworking people. We are very resilient, but you have some persons out there, as Jamaicans, who we love we beg too much. The Bible says, "Have I not seen the righteous forsaken, or his seed begging bread?" Why are we begging when we have a king who can give us anything we want? But some of us have this lazy mentality that we don't want to get up off our butt, go look a job, or go sell some cheese sticks. When I see people on the roadside begging, sometimes I think to myself, the money that you use to beg, why not go and buy a bag of cheese sticks and come same place and sell that bag of cheese sticks? Why not buy a bag of bag juice? This is how Jamaica is so easy to live. We are so open. We don't have to pay tax to sit on the road to sell anything. We don't have to have pay tax to sell something on our verandas. So why are we sitting down begging? If you beg and you get some money on the roadside, go down to the wholesale, buy 2 bags of bag juice, come back in your spot. Instead of begging for the whole day, you are selling and earning an income. Come on, man. I don't think that's just, maybe something is wrong with me, but I'm not going to give somebody my money who every day I see you out there begging for 5, 10 years, 2 decades, 3 decades. The same, I went to foreign for over 10 years, and I come back and see the same person in the same spot in Portmore Mall begging. What are you doing with the money? Buy a bag of bag juice and come to Portmore Mall, come sell it to. You understand? So I'm looking at that to say, what is your plan B? Is your plan A just going to be begging, or hoping that somebody will be the person to save you from saving grace or save you from poverty? No. As the business partner said to me in the text this morning, she said, some of us have that lazy mentality. And even though we don't have it that hard, we refuse to pick ourselves up and pull ourselves out of poverty. And that's why we are still here, living in the inner city, as Americans would say, the hood. And we are proud of living in the hood, because our mentality, we don't change, we don't know anything outside of that. And so we can't dream big. And the devil have us in that hood, sorry, not wood, in that hood, or the don't think nasty now, guys. Don't think nasty now. But the devil have us sit in that one spot, right? And we feel comfortable, and we don't want to stretch ourselves, and we don't want to be around people who is going to force us and stretch us. Right now, I'm dealing with some of my business partners, and I'm showing them how to identify who they are. You see, if you identify who you are, then you will know who you need to be around to push you, who you need to be around to guide you, right? You can't just sit down and expecting everybody to come in your space and give you something. No, you need to find a plan B. And the one plan B option you have is to click the link below or in the description, or reach out to the person who sent you this invite to this live. And I want you to go ahead and tell them that you need to learn more about your business opportunity. Tell me more about this. So go ahead and reach out to that person even right now, because as I'm closing, I want you to understand that you need to be doing something different. Stop praying and hoping and take action, right? So maybe this is just a sign for you to start looking at what else is possible, what else is out there, right? I'm not saying this business is the way, like some Christians say, my church is the church, or my God way is the way. No, That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to take a look for other possibility. And I'm here to show you one possibility that, that can give you multiple 7 to 8 streams, different from just having a job that you're doing 10 months job for 1 month's pay. In the education system, that's what it is. We are nurse, we are doctor, we are counselors, we are confidant, we are book manager, not book manager, what they call it, data management manager. We are secretaries, we are sellers, we are one day I remember a teacher came in my class and said they turned me into Igla, right? Because we are doing promotions back in the days. And the teacher come to me and said, yes, them turned me into Higla, right? You are doing so many things in one position and still only getting one pay. And you sell all these things, and what do you get? Do you get anything out of it? That's what I'm looking at. And I'm not just talking about educators, I'm talking about other professions who love their job but find that they need to have another option. So I'm not here to force anybody. I'm just here to say that the traditional path is not as secure as many people thought it is, which I thought that my job would always be secure. I can always get a teaching job, but it's not always like that, right? And when you do get the job, you have to work 10 times as hard to make sure that they see you to become permanent so you can have a consistent income coming in. And more people need to start positioning themselves now, right? In 2026. This year is going to be big, and I need you all. I love helping people. So this is my way of reaching out. If this spoke to you today and you know you need another option, I want you to go ahead and comment change or reach out to the person who sent you this live. Or if you are here on my page and you are my follower, or you've been following me for a while, go ahead and send me a message if you have my WhatsApp, or you can just comment down below change. All right, hashtag change. I'll share the information with you. The person who invited you will share the information so you can decide if this makes sense for you. And that's it for today. I went over a little bit, or maybe the same time as I used to, because the video was not going through or there was no sound. So thank you, Terry-Ann. Thank you, Cherie. Hi, Cherie. Hi, Cherie. Hi, Terry-Ann. Nice to have you here. Go ahead and set up some like in the chat. Terry-Ann, I have a plan B, C, and D. Awesome. Nice. Terry-Ann has her plan B, C, and D. That's right. Send up some love in the chat for Terry-Ann. Woo! You go, girl. And we have Cherie in the chat. We have Terry-Ann joining us, and we have Chantal. All right, thank you guys for joining. And we have a few persons who popped in and popped out earlier. But send up some love, some likes, share the video. Get somebody to hear this information, because some people just need a little bit of motivation. They just need a sign, we realize that Christians love sign. Jesus did say we are wicked and evil people because we want to have sign, right? We don't need a sign, but I am here giving you a sign that you have been praying and hoping for over the years, and now it's here. That video alone spoke to me. If you want to see the video again, go back through the video, watch it over again so you can see. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of your Easter break, especially teachers. Get some rest, and while you're resting, start a business or start a plan B so that you can move into the rest of the year with position, or in the right position, the right time, the right place, the right action at the right position. And as I've always been saying in my life for the past week, is that God has given us the power to create wealth, not to be poor. And another scripture I love, my favorite scripture, Jeremiah 29 verse 11, for God has not given us a spirit of that's not what it is. For he knows the plan, Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For he knows the plan that he has towards us, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you a hope and a future. And the future don't comes with poverty. You put yourself through poverty because you refuse to take action. You refuse to do something different. And that's who I am talking to today. God has not given us, somebody mentioned that they are fearful to step out and do something differently. Okay. And the Bible is saying that fear not, you need to not fear because he has given you power and love and a sound mind to make a decision. Right now, this opportunity even give you a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you come in for 30 days and decide that this is not for you, listen, they're saying we guarantee you that this business works if you follow the system, the blueprint, everything, the daily method of operation. They are saying if you do all of that and you still don't think this is for you, it doesn't make sense. Once you get started, they will refund you 100% of your money back. And I won't go into too much details because I want you to come and hear it. Just like how I heard it, the persons who saw me on YouTube, on Facebook, and they have seen this business opportunity, they see it just like how I see it, and they loved it. And so, as I said, I'm not forcing anybody, I'm just giving you the information. Education is key. The scripture also says that a lot of persons, it's not people perish. The people perish not because of having the things, but because they lack knowledge. I am giving you knowledge today. I'm giving you information. I'm educating you on what is possible. Go ahead, click the link in the description or in the chat, and so you can reach out to me, get some information, and learn more about what we have to offer. Or if somebody share this live with you, go ahead and share it reach out to them personally and tell them to send that video, that 8 minutes video or that 26 minutes behind the scene video of what the business looks like behind the scene, or you want to see a live presentation so you can ask your own questions. Go ahead and do that for me, and we'll see you not in the hood and not in the inner city, not in the ghetto, but at the beaches and the bank. That's where we will meet. See you soon. Bye-bye.